All right, guys, this is a heavy-duty lock, steel protection on it, and that is because it comes from the Wolf. And it says, let's see, I kept the letter off camera. It says, I've crafted this lock especially for you. It looks like a bland, plain lock, but looks can be quite deceiving. It came out of a U.S. government office and has a few modifications. The key might stick a little. I've got the key. I'll show you in just a minute. But the lock was made with very tight tolerances and made to resist picking, bumping, and raking. I've tried for over a week on several occasions to pick it open, only managed to do it one time. I did eat one of my picks, so I suggest you not use any thin picks as you might lose them, but that's up to you. And here's the really touching part. It says, the lock is named Sable's Trap in honor of my fallen K9. She was my police dog from late 2001 to March 29th of 18 this year, when she lost her battle with cancer. I have attached a photo of her on her last day just for your reference. What a beautiful, majestic looking dog. White eyebrows. This one might be a little dark to show it, but almost she looks very happy. Bright eyes, almost like she's smiling. What a beautiful dog. She was a black lab, white German Shepherd mix. She looked like a barrel with legs, but there's no way you get away with her. Nobody ever got away. I can believe it. All right, I might not get away from Sable's Trap either. Let's go ahead and clamp it up. The keyway on this one looks wide open. All right, I said I would show you the key, and I will. Let's off to the side here. It's on the bottom of the letter. And I folded over. There is some private stuff just on the other side of this fold, but he taped it up right there, and hopefully we won't be needing that. Okay, let's try the white one, the 1mm. Let me try that one again, the 1.2, because that 1mm seems awful loose. Nope, 1mm it is. So one is too tight and one is a little bit loose. Try that. And I am going to use a little bit of a thin pick. I'm going to use a 15,000th, but a commercial one, nothing homemade, because I can actually get around that piece of boarding, I think. And that should be able to reach up in there. Let me count them first to see what we're dealing with here. I am counting 6. The lock looked like it only should have 5, but I am counting 6. One of them is pretty strong spring. All right, I'm going to try to pick it counterclockwise as if I'm unlocking it. Let me tension it, and we'll put a little mark right here. All right, let's see what we got. I am getting nothing out of this thing. No counter rotation. There's one. That was 6. Very slight click, and I don't know if you saw a very slight turn on the core. Not that much, Bill. I think that's counter rotation, so let's give it a little click. All right, I'll tell you what. Let's try to get a fault set out of it. There's a fault set. And my tensioner is about to fall out. All right, we do a fault set. I'll take it. Not much, but I'll take it. There's a little counter rotation again. All right, guys, this is my second attempt on Sable's trap, and it's a tough lock. There's a whole lot of threaded stuff in here, I'm almost positive. This is a lot of crunching, not a lot of feedback. So, again, threaded stuff, light tension. That was 6. I think that was counter rotation on 3. I took a little click. 2, and 1 is still springy. Nothing. I'm lightening up on the tension. Trying to drag something in place. Actually, I think I overset that one. Let's drag him back down. Put moderate tension on it and see if I can force something. All right, that was 6. I got a little turn on the core. That was 2. That was 6 again. That was 2 again. There's counter rotation on 2 again. Very slight. Okay, that was 4. That was 5. Got a very slight turn on the core there. Got a little more turn on the core when I just hit pin 1 there. I can't tell if that's counter rotation or if that's just me hitting the... I think that's counter rotation on 1. Tell you what, let's get a little more reach. I'm going to grab a deforest. See if he can get up there on pin 1. I believe that is counter rotation right there. Oh, there we go. I'll take it. Got a good fault set. Much deeper than I had during the first attempt. But now I'm getting no feedback whatsoever. So I might be in a oh, there we go. There's counter rotation on 3, very slight. Okay, nice little click. I think that is counter rotation on 3. Lost a fault set. I might have overset him. Got it back. So something up here in the front is acting as like a guard. I believe that's there it is, counter rotation on 1. All right, got it. Get that out of there. All right, let me zoom out. And let's see what we got. I do have the key. Let's lock them up. And still in the bottom of the letter. Oop. Awesome. Look at this. Oh my goodness. It's like 2 mountains with a deep valley between it. I don't see any snagging at all, as he was talking about in the letter. This is perfect. No dragging. All right, let's get into him. Let's see what we got. Let me get the wrong size screwdriver. I know that really irritates some of you guys. That is why I do it. Where'd that key go? Get him up here. We are going to need him. I don't want to have to pick that again. And he's the right size. I will shim him because I hear you guys yelling at me. Even though I went to a public school, I'm starting to figure it out. Get in there. I don't get it. Wow, this is tight pushing it out too. Really tight. Okay, I don't see any weirdness just yet. Every single one of these is threaded just as we suspected. So every pin is probably, I was going to say every pin is serrated, but there's 2 standards, 3 standards. All right, so the magic has to be in the body of the lock. Nice and sharp. Get that shim out of there. Try to keep this focused. There he is. Look at that. Oh my goodness. That is beautiful. Needle pointing down, and the chamber is threaded with a ASA steel spring. Look at that one too. I don't think it came stock this way, guys. Trying to figure out if these are floaters, but they're not. Where the rings are along a shaft like some of the German locks. Different spring. That's beautiful. I'll give you a close-up of that in a minute. Number 3. Now that's weird. It's like it was a double spool and then the center part was ground off. So it's flat. Again, to grab springs. It's almost like little arms hanging out there. Very cool. Never seen that before. All right, let's see if we can get the camera to cooperate. Number 4. A very long spool. And I can't get that spring. We'll get him later. Let's go around the back. All right, number 6. Oh, that was pretty simple. Homemade. Nothing shaved off the center of him. Number 5. This is the one I thought. Oh, again, we have a combination serrated and spool. This is the one I thought we were going to have a super spring in, but we don't. It might have just had to do with the long pin here and the long spool. I might have mistaken chamber 4 for chamber 5. And number 4 is the one we're missing the spring on. And there may not be a spring in there, guys. I don't see a spring. Let me get my beater block. There he is. He was hung up on something up in there. Beautiful work. Let's see what we got here. Almost all of these are threaded. 6 is not threaded. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, all threaded. So the only one not threaded, I take that back. Number 6 is threaded, but it's very, very light. So everything is threaded in the Bible. Everything is threaded in the core. That explains the crunchiness, right? Here's what we're looking at. We have some beautiful, beautiful sharp edges here. Let me turn this down a little bit, give you a little bit better angle. I believe that this is out of the Sparrow security pins. I can't recall. This one here is definitely homemade. I thought that these were the rings that were sliding up and down the shaft, but they are not. Nice, very sharp edges, though. Just really nice work. Plenty of stuff there to grab on all the serrations. Same with this guy. This is the weird one. He's filed down in the center there, so it's almost like he's rounded on this side, but flat there. And then when you roll him over, come on, roll over. The other side is flat on this side and rounded there. So he alternated sides. So if this spins around, you're going to get all kinds of weird feedback. This one here, nice deep spool. That shaft is tapered around that cat hair. And again, I thought these were floaters, but they are not. They're just all fixed. Beautiful work here. Spool with serrations on top. And the last one is almost like a barrel pin almost, but the cuts are much deeper and these are much sharper. Beautiful work. This is clearly a high tolerance lock that somebody put a lot of time into, and that would be the Wolf. Sable's Trap. What a nasty little lock. Appreciate your time, guys. Stay safe, stay legal. The Wolf. Thank you, sir. Appreciate the lock.
Rock out where the fun begins. Rock out where the fun begins.